Welcome to First Congregational United Church of Christ, Boulder. This is the audio version of the weekly devotional. We hope you will tune in every week to listen to the latest offering written by a member of our congregation. Also, feel free to check out our YouTube channel to watch First Cong's Sunday church services. Thank you.
Fresh Start by Nancy Wade. Now that we are firmly in the middle of September, the students at the University of Colorado have settled into their new routines, adjusting to class schedules, dorm life, new roommates, and the culture that is Boulder. An article in the local paper included many quotes from these students about how excited they were to start fresh, to experience college life, to explore Boulder. The concept of a fresh start holds a universal appeal, and I believe we all experience many fresh starts throughout our lives. Think about young parents with a new baby. Think about a 5-year-old on her first day of kindergarten. Think about a widow or a widower slowly putting the pieces of their life back together after the death of a beloved spouse. Fresh starts create in us not only fear and anxiety, but hope and promise. There is often a certain ambivalence about beginning a new chapter in life. I can remember a time in my own life when the fear and anxiety surrounding a new start overwhelmed me. I had decided to attend college at an out-of-state, church-affiliated school. In July, before my first semester, my parents drove me across Colorado and Kansas to Lincoln, Nebraska for a new student orientation. The campus was beautiful. The organizers did a great job of presenting the college experience. I met a young woman I clicked with, and we decided to room together in the freshman dorm. I was a sheltered child, and, with the exception of week-long local church camps, I had never been away from home. In early September of that year, as we packed my belongings and loaded them into the trunk of the family car, I began to feel trepidation and uncertainty. These feelings only grew worse as I watched the scenery from the backseat car window. It felt as if my personality and sense of self were vanishing as the miles flew by. Saying goodbye to my parents as they dropped me and my belongings off at the dorm felt excruciating, as if I was losing an essential part of myself. I fought back tears as I watched them drive away. In the days that followed, my sense of dread and overall malaise only grew worse. I tried to put on a brave face, even going through sorority rush, but my feelings of depression, homesickness, and fear only worsened. I had been a good student in high school and wanted to enjoy my university coursework, but to my dismay, nothing I heard in lectures or read in my textbooks seemed to stick or make sense. I began isolating myself from my roommate and felt myself spiraling down into an abyss. Eventually, I flew home and decided to withdraw from school. The shame and disappointment I felt were palpable. Fortunately, my parents were supportive, and I found a good therapist with whom I could discuss my experience. I found a job working swing shift at a candy factory, and eventually the fog of my depression and anxiety faded away. I applied to and was accepted at a university closer to home, and in January of the following year, I began my studies anew. It was the fresh start I needed, and in the following months, I thrived in my new environment, making lifelong friends and working to establish myself as an independent young woman. I still feel joy and relief when I think about those days. As we all move through our lives and begin new chapters, I believe it is important to recognize opportunities for fresh starts, but also to understand when it might be necessary to hit the reset button and pause in order to find a new path. Dearest God, be with us as we learn to navigate life. Grant us the patience and fortitude to understand that disappointment and sorrow can sometimes lead us to a new awareness and a fresh start. Amen.